Yeah, obviously it was one of those innings where I enjoyed it a lot. Everything just worked. But the plan behind it was just after the power play, I must just try and take on the spinners. So Shamsi and Bjorn. And then if Jan were to bowl, then him as well. So that was the main plan behind it. And yeah, I think I just faced 2 overs of spin, or I'm not sure how many. So they didn't bowl a lot of spin, but that was the main reason behind it. No, definitely not. It's actually funny because on the scoreboard it says runs, and then I think it's minutes, and then balls. So I had like 11 runs of 24, but it was actually minutes. I thought it was 24 balls. I'm like, yes, I'm putting the team under pressure here. And then I think 2 hours later when I looked again, I was 21 of 10, and I was like, no ways. But no, I definitely wasn't. I didn't walk out there thinking it was one of those days. I actually walked in quite very nervous and not sure of how it was gonna go. Because of the message why I was getting put in. So before the season started, we went to AD's farm, and he had this whole analogy about fueling the fire. So he made a fire, and we had to like every now and then we made like a massive circle, and the fire was in the middle. So when the fire was starting to burn out, we just had to grab sticks. And put it into the fire to fuel the fire. So obviously the fire representing the team, and then the sticks representing the players putting into the team and fueling the team. So I think that's what we do really, really well, especially the guys not playing. Like the messages from them coming onto the field, or even when someone has to come onto field for someone that went off. Just the way we approach it is really, really good, and it's always positive. It's never negative, even though we know it's not nice to miss a game as a player, but that whole concept of fueling the fire and throwing more sticks on it, especially when we need it, when the fire is burning out. I think that's what we do really, really well. AD is very, very good with that. Just the way he speaks and the things he reminds us of. For example, like signing fans is like hats and shirts and all those kind of stuff. He's very big on that. Also, like remembering staff members' names, the guys who work day in day out at the stadiums. Like we'll ask the guys what their names are, and if we don't, then he'll just remind us. Just remember it. It means a lot to those people. So let's just try and remember those names, even though it's a lot of people. Just try and make an effort to get to know them a bit better. So for me, it's definitely he's very good at keeping us humble and just reminding us of those small things that come a long way. I think we are peaking to a certain degree, but does it feel the same as last year? Definitely not. I spoke to Stava the other day saying it feels like we doing or achieving quote unquote the same thing in terms of getting to the qualifiers, but the way we do it is different. It's like a weird feeling, I can't explain it. Where last year we had 2 games left where I sort of felt like, okay, cool, if we can make the qualifiers, we're winning this thing. Where this year I don't feel that at all. It's like a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. But the way we're going about it is definitely different than last year. I want to say something here, but it's not going to be out now. No, I think he's lucky today. Actually, there was 3 wides called where I actually thought it was a no ball. It's off the pitch, but no, I'm just joking. Yeah, obviously we have a good relationship, me and Lungs. Yeah, when he bowled the last over, I knew he was going to have a set plan because he prepares well. And I think just today I got a few. I think I hit one over mid wicket, and then I just thought, well, I think that he just wasn't sure after that, because I think I hit one over there, and I don't know if I hit one over Dave at mid-off, and I think after that he wasn't sure he wasn't really sure where to go, but I knew he was going to have a plan, and if I could pull it off, then we could get a few runs.
Marco, you are already qualified now for the 1 and 2 qualifier. Just how much are you looking forward to that final game? Your crowd has been brilliant in Qualifier. Just how much are you looking forward to giving a good send-off?
Yeah, the fans there, they're unbelievable. It's really fun to play in front of them because win or lose, they always bring a nice vibe to the stadium. And then also the band is also on top of that, so it's always a nice vibe playing in front of those people, in front of our fans. So really looking forward to it. Just hope we can pull off another win. Yeah, I've said it a lot of times. I enjoy my batting a lot more than bowling, just because of the physical aspect of it. And in high school, I was an opening batter, so I just enjoy it a lot more. Yeah. No, I don't. I know the coaches will make the decisions always in terms of where I bat position wise, but I just always try and focus on, like today, the main goal was to just try and take on the spinners. So that was my goal. And then when they didn't bowl as much spin, and I looked at the rate I was going at, I knew if I capitalize here, I can make it count, and then I could help the team in a massive way, because I don't always get the chance to bat 12 or 11 overs, or how many it was. So when I realized they weren't going to bowl as much spin, that if I get one or two away, I can really make it count today for the team. And then wherever I bat, that's what I always try and do, just to enjoy it. Because when I enjoy it, I hit the ball cleanly, and when I hit the ball cleanly, I score. Generally, I score runs. So that's just my goal.
Yeah, it was a bit personal, but then again, it also a little bit of fun in the end. To be honest, I think it comes with experience. You know, once you've done it over time, it gets a lot easier. When I was still young, you know, you'd probably dwell on that for the next 2 to 3 weeks, you know, trying to think where I could have gone better. But, you know, over time I've learned that it's T20 cricket. I mean, you saw what I did at the end there, and I'm not even considered a batsman. So, like, it's that, I wouldn't say it's that easy, but it happens. You know, we started off like a house on fire. We've lost our momentum a little bit, but now the games come quick and fast, so you just got to let go of what's happened and you move on to the next one. Yeah, you know, I think mentally be prepared for a tough journey. It's not always easy, and sometimes it starts off easy. You know, I can honestly say my career started off, it felt pretty easy until, you know, guys get to figure you out, and then the real cricket starts. So never think you've arrived just because you've been given the opportunity. Keep working at your craft and just keep trying to improve and be better and better, because it does get a lot tougher than what it looks like. Yeah, it is difficult, but like we say, it's T20 cricket. Anything can happen on the day. You know, one guy can rock up and win you the game by himself. You know, Marco did that for them today. They were under pressure until he just did what he does. So I think for us now, it's just being able to get other guys, you know, to chip in. We've got world-class cricketers. It seems to be like we've had a couple of guys, you know, sort of pulling the weight, but once we get those other guys in and performing as well, a full team effort, I think that will change our momentum going forward. To be honest, I think my form was pretty good. You know, I've had a lot of fun this season. It didn't come in with any pressure on my shoulders. You know, I was here to just play SA20, you know, have a bit of fun, and that seemed to be working for me at the start. I'm still having fun, but the results just aren't going the same. But, you know, the sun's going to come up tomorrow, and we go again. I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone, barring maybe 2 or 3 games. But like I said, T20 cricket, anything's possible. The thing is, I've played in a couple of playoff games, so to be honest, nothing much changes. Everyone else makes the occasion bigger than it actually is, and we find ourselves in the same position we were in last year, and we obviously know what we did wrong last year, so it's looking to just correct those mistakes. But for me personally, you know, it's another game of cricket, maybe a little bit more important than a group stage game, but like I said, the sun's going to come up the next day, so we go out, we put our best foot forward and see what happens. No, look, we really appreciate the support. You know, I felt really at home here. The crowd has been great. They've come out in numbers, even in the boiling heat. You know, they're still sitting there shouting for us. So we really do appreciate that, and it doesn't go unnoticed. You know, for the last few playoffs, we may not be at home, but obviously we still have a duty to perform for Paarl. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We obviously want to make them very happy, and we know our crowd can get a bit rowdy, so hopefully give them a big celebration.